The 2026 Winter Olympics are months away. Right now, as you listen to this, champions are being forged, not on the slopes, not in the arenas, not under bright lights, in the dark, in the cold, in complete silence. Mikaela Shiffrin, the most decorated alpine skier the sport has ever seen, two-time Olympic gold medalist, 97 World Cup wins, unstoppable. Until last year when she nearly died. Catastrophic crash in the giant slalom, puncture wound to her abdomen. The skiing world held its breath. Doctors didn't know if she'd walk again, let alone ski, let alone compete at the Olympics. But here's what separates Olympic champions from everyone else. When the world counted her out, when the odds were impossible, when her body screamed quit, she whispered back, "Not yet, not today, not ever." That's the Olympic mindset. Today, Mikaela Shiffrin is ranked number 1 in overall alpine skiing, number 1 in slalom, top 6 in giant slalom, back stronger than ever, ready for Italy 2026. How? How does someone come back from that? Not with motivation. Motivation fades. Motivation runs out. With an Olympic mindset, with systematic preparation, with unbreakable habits. Studies from 2026 show that micro-habits, tiny, effortless actions repeated daily, are more powerful than massive overhauls. Champions don't make drastic changes, they make small, consistent improvements. Shiffrin didn't jump back on the slopes. She started with breathing exercises, then stretching, then visualization, then light movement, one tiny action every single day, building momentum. Micro-habits lead to massive results. Coco Gauff, 21 years old, number 3 ranked tennis player in the world. This summer, she became the first American woman to win the French Open since Serena Williams. But Coco's secret, she doesn't focus on winning championships. She focuses on winning the next point, the next game, the next day. Olympic champions understand that big victories are built from small disciplines. Reading one page, stretching for 30 seconds, one extra rep, one focused minute. These aren't just habits, they're identity builders. They prove to yourself every single day that you're the kind of person who shows up. And when you show up every day in the small things, the big things take care of themselves. You don't rise to the occasion, you fall to the level of your daily habits. So here's your challenge. What's your micro-habit? What's the one tiny action you can do today that moves you closer to your Olympic dream? Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Because champions aren't made in 4-year cycles, they're made in daily choices. In micro-habits, in tiny victories that compound over years. And when the lights come on, when the world is watching, when the pressure is crushing, Olympic champions don't crack because they've already done the work, in the dark, in the cold, in the silence. One micro-habit at a time. That's the Olympic mindset. Let me tell you about the most underrated skill in sports. It's not physical strength, it's not speed, it's not talent, it's emotional fitness. In 2026, emotional fitness has become as prioritized as physical fitness. Athletes are learning. You can have the best body in the world, but if your mind cracks under pressure, you lose. Simone Biles taught us this. The greatest gymnast of all time. At the Tokyo Olympics, she withdrew to protect her mental health. The world watched. Some criticized. But champions understood. She wasn't quitting. She was protecting her emotional fitness. She was showing the world that strength includes knowing when to step back. Emotional fitness is not weakness. It's wisdom. Think about it. How many talented athletes never made it? Not because they lacked skill, because they couldn't handle the pressure. The anxiety, the self-doubt, the fear of failure. 2026 research shows reflective journaling, boundary setting, compassion exercises. These aren't soft skills. These are survival skills for champions. Anthony Joshua, British heavyweight boxing champion, Olympic gold medalist. He doesn't just train his body, he trains his emotions. Every morning, emotional check-in. What am I feeling? Why am I feeling it? What do I need today to perform at my best? This isn't therapy. This is tactical preparation. Because in the ring, in the arena, under the lights, your emotions will either fuel you or destroy you. Master your emotions or they will master you. Here's the truth. Every champion faces the same demons: fear, anxiety, imposter syndrome. The voice that says, "You're not good enough." The difference? Champions have trained their emotional fitness. They've practiced feeling fear and moving forward anyway. They've learned to set boundaries with negativity and doubt. Studies show that emotional resilience is the #1 predictor of long-term athletic success. Not talent, not genetics. Emotional resilience. So how do you build it? First, daily emotional check-ins. 5 minutes, morning or night. What am I feeling? Where do I feel it in my body? What does it need from me? Second, boundary setting. Learn to say no to what drains you. Toxic relationships, negative self-talk, unrealistic expectations. Third, compassion exercises. Treat yourself like you'd treat your best friend. You wouldn't tell your best friend they're garbage after one mistake. So why do you talk to yourself that way? Emotional fitness means being your own biggest supporter. Bear Grylls, survival expert, climbed Mount Everest months after breaking his back. He says, "The mind is the strongest muscle in your body. And if you don't train it, it will fail you when you need it most." Olympic champions understand this. They train their emotions like they train their bodies. Daily, consistently, without exception. And when the pressure comes, and it will come, they don't break, because they've trained for this. Not just physically, emotionally. So here's your challenge. Start training your emotional fitness today. 5-minute morning check-in. Set one boundary. Practice one compassion exercise. Because the Olympics aren't won on physical strength alone. They're won on emotional resilience, on mental toughness, on trained emotions. That's the hidden edge. That's the Olympic mindset. Here's what's changing in 2026. Athletes are done with viral hacks, done with internet fads, done with guessing. They want evidence, science, proven methods. Evidence-based wellness is the new standard of Olympic preparation. No more trust the process. Show me the data. But evidence-based training isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. So here's what Olympic champions do in 2026. 1. Resistance training. 3 and 4 times per week. Build muscle, preserve longevity. 2. Daily walks. 30-60 minutes. Keep everything flowing. 3. Prioritize sleep. 7 to 8 hours, non-negotiable. 4. Whole foods. Regulate blood sugar. Fuel the brain. 5. Mindfulness practice. Train the pause. Act intentionally. This isn't complicated. It's not a secret formula. It's evidence, science, proven methods. And when you combine evidence-based training with micro-habits and emotional fitness, you don't just become a better athlete, you become unstoppable. That's the Olympic mindset for 2026. Micro-habits that compound, emotional fitness that protects, evidence-based training that performs. The Olympics are coming, but you don't need to wait 4 years to start. You can start today, right now. The Olympic mindset isn't reserved for Olympians. It's for anyone who refuses to settle. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep making excuses, keep waiting for perfect conditions, or are you going to adopt the Olympic mindset? Because champions aren't born. They're built in the dark, in the silence, through micro-habits, emotional fitness, and evidence-based training. The 2026 Olympics are coming. But your Olympics start today. In the choices you make, the habits you build, the mindset you adopt. This is your moment. This is your Olympics. Go earn it. The Olympic mindset. It's not just for athletes, it's for champions. And champions are made, not born. Now go. Build your Olympic mindset.